Well, hello there. It's me again, Redneck Hillbilly. My name's Dennis, and today I'm finally going to cook in my new Cosori air fryer that I received this morning through the post. Rather a little late, but I got it eventually. Now I've got a big chicken here. I couldn't do it in the other one. It wouldn't fit in the basket, and I'm hoping it's going to fit in this one. I've just trussed it up. Now I'm going to season it with some chicken seasoning and some butter, and then we'll get it on the go. See how we go with it. Today I'm going to do it with the one of the preset buttons. So I'll see how it goes on there, and if it's not to my liking, then I'll do my own, set my own button to do it, you know. Okay, well, here we go. I'll let you see what I'm doing. There's the big chuck, as we call them in Australia. Now, it's no nice way of doing this. Wash my hands. They're nice and clean under the nails. Yeah, they're clean. So what I got to do now is I'll get that ready. And I'm going to try and use just one hand by buttering this chicken. A lot use olive oil. We can use any kind of oil, but I like to use butter, as my gran would call it, best butter. Why they call it best butter? You don't want worse butter, do you? She always called it best butter, and so did my mother, and so did a lot of people in England. But I don't know why, because I would always thought butter was the best anyway. Right, this is the seasoning. This is Maggi chicken seasoning. It smells all right. Please bear in mind, I've never done this before. Now I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of salt, because I don't know if there's any salt in that seasoning, which I would think there would be. So a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. I like my pepper, me. I got some cut a lemon in half. I stuck it up the jacksie. So that's all ready to go. I put some tin foil in the bottom just to help keep the joint clean. Now make sure I've got everything: salt, pepper, seasoning, butter. Now I'm just going to oil this grate or crisper plate and around the sides of the there. Hoping it won't stick. Now what they tell me is breast side down first. Well, let's see. Now, I've got to wash my hands. Yeah, bear with me. Got to keep your hands clean. All this. I don't know why it's suddenly become popular, but this cross-contamination stuff. My gran never bothered with it. She never got sick. And my mum never bothered with it and never got sick. And my mother-in-law never bothered with it and never got sick. My wife never bothered with it and never got sick. So, as long as you keep things clean, and if I mean, if you touch the chicken and you touch one of your appliances, wouldn't it be common sense to wash your appliance down when you finish cooking? That's what I do. Now, a little bit more seasoning on the bottom. I've never put seasoning on a chicken before, but I saw someone else do it on a video. So I thought, oh well, why not? Let's give it a go. If it don't work for me, then I won't be doing it again, will I? It's as simple as that. I'm a very picky eater, funny eater. Now it's back to washing my hands again. Right, now then, got to pull that away from the wall a little bit. Wow, that's pretty heavy. Switch it on at the right. Switch it on. We'll bring her back so people can see. We'll do it to 1. Lift her up a bit. Then we'll go back in and zoom to 2. Right, now I'm going to switch it on. I'm going to hit the chicken. It's got 195C for 25 minutes, then we have to turn it over. So it's on. There you go. Now I'm going to do this corn when it's prepared in the Ninja. And I've got the potatoes ready to go in the Ninja. We'll pull that forward away from the wall and we'll turn that on. I'll let this go a bit because I want that chicken to rest a bit, so I won't start the potatoes. Badger, I've already started them. They're all done, and look at that, that's they're air dried and they've fluffed up a bit, and they've been par cooked for 10 minutes. So they're all ready to go. Tidy up here, clean this. The corn only takes 6 to 8 minutes. They say 12 minutes for a whole cob of corn, a big cob, but I'm only doing half cobs. So I've got to keep my eye on this, because I might have to turn it down. I have a feeling 195 might be a little bit too high, but we'll give it 10 minutes and then I'll check it. If it looks as if it's going to burn, I'll turn it down. So that's about all I can tell you at the moment. I've just got to wait now, see how things going, and I'll bring you back when I start the next process. Okay, well, here we are again, folks. Time to turn this over, if I can get it over. It's a bit big. Ouch. Wow. You're not getting away with it that easy, chicken. Right, now we've got to turn it over and put the probe in. Come on, go in, there we go. There. It's a bit tricky. Teach me to get a big chicken next time, won't it? I'll get one a little bit smaller. This is 2.5 kilos. I'll get one round about the I'll get one round about the 2 kilo mark next time, I think. Right, the probe's in. $180. Now that was too hot last time, so we'll go back down to 180. For 25 minutes. It's had 25 minutes on one side, so we'll hit start. There we go. We're at the end there. Reheating the preheating the Ninja for the potatoes. Put a bit of oil on, a little bit of salt, toss them. Whoops, nearly jumped out and got away from me. You have to be quicker than that, sunshine. This little black duck. There we go. Ain't that looking the works? Have a look at that, folks. And I'll put the corn in later, because that only takes a few minutes. Right, 20 minutes. That should be finished around about the same time. Put the water over in the pan. There's nothing worse than potatoes when they dry in a pan. Have you ever noticed? When you go to wash it, it's a devil of a job. It's a devil of a job to get it off. Right, now we've got that going. That's at 180 down to 23 minutes. It's been on 2 minutes, but going off my Inkbird, it's 60 degrees already, and only going to 75. So that shouldn't take that long. That's on for 20 minutes. That's at 200. And I think we might have to go a little bit higher than that, but I don't want to go and cook them too fast. I could even go on maximum crisp if I really wanted to, and I might do that for the last 5 minutes. So everything's under control again. So now that chicken, I did have to turn it down. They've got it on preset for 195, but I think that's for a smaller chicken. It did start burning about the centre of the bottom of the chicken, fortunately, about that big, around, it was starting to blacken. So I turned it down to 180, and I've got it set at 180 now, and I think that's a pretty good, even if I have to cook it a bit longer, it doesn't really matter. I don't want it burnt. So when I start to dish it out and do a bit of I'll probably do a little bit of a taste test, and I'll give you my verdict on what I think of the Cosori. But don't forget, it's the first time I've used it. I've never used it before. It's a lot different to the other air fryers I've ever used, especially this Ninja. I love that Ninja one. I hope I like this one just as much as that one, because I'll have a great setup then. Okay, I'll bring you back shortly when I'm ready to dish. Well, here we are again, back again. Everything's cooking around nicely. I've just started the broccoli. Now I'm doing Beryl's corn. She can't eat corn on the cob, so I'm doing it a little bit different for her tonight. So I'll give it 2 minutes in the mic, and then I'll put a bit of butter in it. Now this is, I had it set for 75C. They say 74 for chicken. Well, I'm making sure, and it's 77 at the moment, and it's got 1 minute to go, so I'm going to let it go. If it goes over a little bit, it doesn't really matter. I'd rather have it over than under, you know. So all it is now is a waiting game. Broccoli looking all right. That'll only need another minute. So I got the Beryl's corn in. I've nearly used that butter. That's it. Chicken's done. Wow. Tell me that's ouch, ouch. I do it every time. I burn me bloody self. But I'm a bloke. I never learn. So there we go. Oh my goodness. Have a look at this. Tell me that's not cooked. I've just got to let it rest now while the potatoes finish. Now I've got to get it out. There we go. I think your corn's done now. Started to splatter a bit. So I'll put some butter in there now. And then I'll put some tin foil. That's enough. What I got, look where I got this. It strips the corn, and this is how it does it in there. See that? It takes the corn off, because Beryl can't eat it on the cob. And it's better, I know you can do it with a knife, but it's never as good as doing it with one of these, I'll tell you that now. First time I've used one of them. Anyhow, I'll put you down there. So you can see what's going on. Because we're all nosy. I am. I'm pretty nosy. What's that? Is that the lens needs cleaning? Yeah, it was steamed up. No, it's not. I don't know what that is then. We'll leave it at that. Okay. Check this. Check this. Oh, the squibs are just about done. And I'm not going to have a chance to wrap that. I'll just have to let it go. But in the meantime, it's time for one of them. You might be thinking every time you see me, I've got a drink in my hand. I'm not a drunk. Well, not yet. I'm working on it. But I just enjoy a glass of wine with cooking, and I think most people do. There'll be some out there that don't, that will frown on it. Anyhow, have a Winfield. My corn is done. We might as well go for the big carb, because I didn't think them potatoes would be done so quick. These damn blasted air fryers are too quick for me. But it's good, isn't it? At least you don't have to spend all day in the kitchen. Oh my goodness. Oh. That was pretty hot. I'll put the glove on. Where is it? Wow, I better get a plate. You watch all these things. Juice coming out of that. too low down. But that's a number 1 drumstick. Ouch, still getting hot through the glove. Where's that knuckle? Got it. The 2 drumstick. Take the wings off. Docking at them. He likes his wings, and I don't mean me. Now, I can't believe the juice that's coming out of this. Wow. Don't know about you guys out there, but none of us in this family like stuffing, so I never make it. So I've never liked stuffing. My mum and dad did. They always had stuffing with turkey and chicken and what have you. But not me. I never ate it. There's a bit of the lemon I had in there. Should be another piece in there somewhere. Right. There's the other piece. Come out. Not over there. One thing about these gloves, you can wash them. That's not cooked inside, and I had the probe in there, so that's got to go in. That's got to go back in. I'll just put the breast in. Damn, what happened there? It is a big chicken though for an air fryer. We'll sort that out later, but that is going back in. And I'll put that back in after. The rest of it looks pretty damn good. Oh well. You live and learn. It is the first time. Now what we'll do, we'll go to the chicken again and we'll hit start. potatoes are alright, I'll keep them warm, I'll keep the corn warm. I'll go and get my manual probe. I did have trouble getting that probe in there though, and it did give me a reading, but that's what I don't understand, is how can it give me a reading unless it wasn't in the right part of the chicken? That's all I can think of. And that could be on the card. Because I did have difficulty getting it in. And some people eat chicken like that when it's a bit raw. I don't. And I know my family won't. Wow, there's juicy stuff coming out though. Well, this will be washed down and disinfected after tea, which I normally do anyway when we've had chicken. Everything gets a thorough wash. Hot soapy water. So what I'll do, when that's cooked, I'll bring you back again. Oh, okay, we finally got it up to temperature and we shall endeavour to carve it. Wow. Put my glove back on. It's even hotter now. That's more like it. This will do me and my son, I would think. I'm going to put the other stuff back in to get back up to temperature, because it certainly needs it. It's too pink for me. And good job, we've got plenty of potatoes. They're not as crispy as yours when they've been hanging around. Bit of corn. Bit of broccoli. My boy just likes his potatoes in gravy. Okay, son. Lynn. Now, I'm going to do a taste test. See if you can see what I'm doing. Not quite. Not quite then. So, we'll have to go over here. Move that. Put it up here. Now, there we go. That's the dinner. The chicken is absolutely cooked well. It's I made sure of that. It didn't at first. I don't know why. I had the probe in there and the probe said it was on 78, sorry. And it was pretty raw inside, but it's not anymore. So we shall have a bit of a taste test. There you go. Just needs to be lifted up a little bit. That's it. That's it. Oh, I've got to get my knife and fork. It's persisting down with rain. I'm going to have a taste test, but I'm going to have a taste of this first. That's still some of the Chardonnay that was left from last night. And there's still some more left for tomorrow night. Right, here we go. We'll test this chicken. That's the chicken. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? No gravy, no nothing, just the chicken. A little bit of gristle there. Well, we try that out. Tastes alright. Gone a bit dry now though. It's not as juicy as it was. I didn't make any apple sauce either. I used it all yesterday. That's the roast potato. They've turned out really, really, really good. I'll have another bit of chicken. It's dried it out, there's no doubt about it. Tastes alright, but it's very dry. But it's reached the temperature. I don't know. Oh, it was a fresh chicken. It wasn't a frozen chicken. Oh, I don't know. A bit of the broccoli. Well, that's perfect. Potatoes are not bad either. Well, I'll try and enjoy what's left of this. It's a disappointment. Probably my fault. I ain't blaming the air fryer. I'm not blaming the chicken. It's the cook's fault. I will do some reading up and some research on how to cook a proper chicken in there, but it said that it should be on a very high heat to start with, and I turned it down to 180. It was on 195C, but it was on for 40 minutes, or probably longer now, and the probe said it had reached 78. I had it set for 75. I let it go. I'm glad I did. Should have let it go longer. But it's very unpredictable chicken. So are air fryers until you get used to them. So I am not condemning it in one way or the other. I will persevere with it and see how we go. Leave your comments and let me know what I'm doing wrong and how you do your chicken. Give us a bit of a lift, because it's very scarce to find the actual recipes on how to cook a whole chicken, and some of them are very small, too small for my family. So if that's the case, I'll just keep cooking it outside on the barbecue on the spit. You know, I've never had a problem with that. So until we meet again, I'll say goodbye. Oh, if you like the video or you dislike the video, give it a thumbs up or the thumbs down, and leave a comment. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing and give me a bit of a lift, and try and help me out with what I'm doing wrong with this chicken and this new air fry. I'd appreciate that. So till next time, I'll catch you in the next one.